I'm going to lead on to you, Gareth, here, because I just wanted to ask you, in terms of the support Dave's given you, and you've been effusive about that. Are there examples from your perspective where Dave's gone over and above to help you deliver the strategies he's introduced? Where's he really pushed himself in your eyes?
Yeah, I think often a mistake you can make in terms of above and beyond is the amount of time that you spend. I think with a non-exec, they're not going to be with you 60 hours a week. They're unlikely to be with you at 10 o'clock every night, every time something goes wrong and you're trying to sort something out. They're a trusted advisor and a kind of an industry expert. And I guess the thing with an expert is that an expert makes things look easy. And Dave's very good at that. He's a very calm head. He never flaps. But that's not to say that he hasn't been there with us. I mean, when we opened the London office, it was a big investment for us, and we were bringing people in at significant salaries. He was there at 10 o'clock at night in a WeWork at Poultry. He's been there at 7 o'clock in the morning for breakfast meetings and preparing to interview strategic hires. I'll text him on the weekend, or you'll get that phone call. So he's always there. But I guess the big thing that Dave did was the amount. You mentioned about choosing your clients. I was quite selective over a non-exec. I'd met a few people, and a lot of people come in and they tell you all their successes. Dave spent a huge amount of time just asking questions, and I did feel a little bit like I was on interview to choose where he wanted to work with us. And I'd met him a few times, but he spent a huge amount of time with myself and with my co-directors. A lot of time understanding the business, and we're very proud of our heritage. We've been around a long time, but and he really kickstarted this ambition for the future. So that was a key thing as well. My two business partners and I, they're both minority partners, and although we're all pushing in the same direction, the success horizon for each of us is very different, and that can cause friction. And when I spoke to Dave about that at the beginning, he spent a long time with both of them to understand what their ambitions were, and then actually the plan that we created was there driven to make sure that each one of us could succeed in getting what we wanted from it. So yeah, it was the time right at the start that created this long-term relationship. One thing Dave didn't do is he didn't come in with a template for success. I mean, I don't think at any stage Dave's kind of said, this is what you have to do. He kind of drags it out of you, and the advice that he gives you all relates to our values, our standards, and our team. So yeah, it's not a time thing. It's the attention to detail and the effort spent at the time to create that long-term relationship.
Thanks, Gareth.